It's been known and talked about for a really long time that athletes have a tendency to really struggle transitioning from their life in sports to their life in business or whatever they're going to do in their career. And for me, I've had a super smooth transition from leaving Division I football to starting my own business to going on to become a financial advisor now. What I think is really, really interesting for me is the reason why I was able to transition so smooth is because the things that allowed me to achieve success in athletics were the fact that I was disciplined and I worked hard, not the fact that I had any sort of physical capability. I was a very average athlete for that matter. And even in college sports, I played in like 7 or 8 games and redshirted my first year. Like, I was by no means special, but even people that aren't special really have a tough time transitioning, and it's interesting to look at why that is. So for me, there was 3 things, and one would be the fact that it's all about the small deposits and decisions that you make. So for me in football, it was really easy for me to be like, I need to eat more, and I need to make that little decision to go grab the extra protein shake, or I need to get the extra set in with my workout. Like, all of those little decisions over, for me, what was 6 years, 7 years, was like a game changer. And you don't think that it matters, but for me, when I look back on high school, like, what was the only thing that actually gave me an edge to get the chance to go D1, which is like the top 1.5%. The only thing that it was me constantly making the small decision. So for you in your financial journey, your business journey, like when you're just starting out, make the decision to not go grab the Starbucks and save the $5 and put it back in your pocket. Like, make the decision that I'm not gonna eat out, or I'm not gonna take out a loan on a car that I don't need. Like, that might not seem like a big deal now, but over 3 or 4 or 5 years, those decisions are truly gonna make a huge difference in, are you gonna be able to own your own home? Are you gonna be able to be financially stable, provide for your kid? Or are you gonna be broke? 2 is my priorities and putting certain things first. And it's so easy to say priorities. Everybody tells you you need to have your priorities straight, but I don't mean that. What I mean is, like, specifically in my business, in football, for 7 years straight, I worked out every single morning. Like, it was that. Like, the first thing that I did in the morning was work out. And, you know, obviously read your Bible when you wake up and everything like that. But I think it's so important to not just say, like, I'm gonna have my priorities straight of, like, I'm gonna get something done every single day, but literally the first thing that I do with my day is going to be productive. I can't see a world where you can achieve success where you get up, you make breakfast, you go take a walk, and then you go hang out and scroll reels, and then you start working, as opposed to, I get up, I shower, and I'm gone. Like, that's it. You know what I mean? Disconnect yourself from it. And so now when I'm in business, I put these things first. When you are in your personal finance journey, say when I get my paycheck, the first thing I'm gonna do is invest. I'm not gonna go spend it and then invest it. I'm gonna go and take the money and invest, and then I'm gonna spend. And the third thing is the ability to do the same thing over and over again. And in your business, this becomes ever more clear. A lot of times, especially if you're in some sort of sales-driven career, which every entrepreneur is, you have to have the same conversation with a different person every single day. Like, for me, I've probably gone through 350 clients where I've literally said the same exact script on, hey, do you want color changing lights or white facing lights? And I learned how to say that, but by the time you have that conversation 100 times, I can tell whether or not somebody's gonna buy in like 30 seconds. And it's such an advantage. So if you wanna learn more about how to transition from sports to business, if you wanna get your finances managed, please reach out to me. I'm at A. Shablosky on all platforms. Follow for more. I'll be teaching you how to grow your wealth.